Yeah, g'day. This is Melbourne's Balti Bridge. I'll just show you it here on the map. There it is there. It spans the Yarra River and is just west of the city of Melbourne. I'll just point out a few things that you might be familiar with. There's Donut Corner and Bourke Street just there. Now, this video is about this story, which appeared the day after the event. And it reads, a friend of the man accused of committing Friday's deadly rampage through Melbourne CBD claims he told her he would run over pedestrians if police did not stop pursuing him. Akia Muo said she was taken hostage for about 4 hours yesterday morning by 26-year-old Demetrius Gargasoulas, whose nickname is Jimmy. Gargasoulas was shot by police and arrested on Friday after 4 people were killed when the car was being driven at speed through the Bourke Street pedestrian mall. The 25-year-old woman had been dating him on and off for about 5 months. She said from about 7 a.m. he drove her to various places including Windsor and Port Melbourne before ending up on the Balti Bridge. She said Gargasoulas was yelling at police that he would surrender if they stopped following him. He said, "If they leave me alone, I will stop and turn myself in." But they kept on following him, which made him even more angrier, Miss Muo said. I reckon he would have maybe stopped. That's what I'm going by his words, that's what he was telling me. Now this is the interesting bit. Check this out. It's a little bit of a headline here. Car was surrounded by police on Balti Bridge. She said police continued their pursuit and she claimed he went on to make threats related to the CBD. I swear to God I will go to the city and I will run, people over. I will run them over, as if they're going to come and catch me, she claimed. And here we go here. Miss Muo said police surrounded the car on the Balti Bridge. She was scared and he opened the door to let her escape. Muo said there was police, divvy vans, and that all surrounded him. And police out with guns. And so he just told me to leave, she said. I told him, can you jump out with me at least? Like just turn yourself in. Don't make this any harder. Like you can see, they have guns everywhere. So, the police had surrounded him on the Balti Bridge. They were out of their cars, they had guns drawn, and yet somehow Jimmy still got away. How the fuck does that happen? Now, let me just take you back 14 months or so before this event. There was another incident, but this time on the Westgate Bridge. Here's the headline. Dramatic police chase ends on top of Westgate Bridge, and the date, which was about 14 months before. Let's have a look.
Incredible scenes and peak hour chaos after this dangerous 2-hour chase. The driver finally came to a stop right on top of the Westgate Bridge.
Now, just have a look at what the police did here. They drove their cars out the front of the pursued car. 2 cars, in fact, in front, so he couldn't get away. And yeah, the rest of them just surrounded him and dragged him out of the car. Now, why couldn't this have been done with Jimmy? Let's just have another look at how they caught this guy on top of the Westgate Bridge.
Right on top of the Westgate Bridge, and it was then that armed and plain-clothed officers swooped. At least 30 officers surrounding this vehicle with the dog squad, smashing in the windows, the back window, and dragging this person out of the vehicle and onto the ground, where he remained for quite a number of minutes. Officers taking this very seriously indeed.
And Jackie, how did this all begin?
Mitch, it began in Dandenong in the middle of this afternoon with reports of an erratic driver. He travelled through the southeastern suburbs and right across the city, out the Princess Highway and through Werribee, where he did an illegal U-turn. It was then that officers almost got this man, but he managed somehow to avoid them again, reaching speeds of up to 150 kilometres an hour, at one point almost colliding with a semi-trailer and a number of other cars. There were a number of near misses before he finally came to a stop on top of the Westgate Bridge, but finally came to a stop.
So yeah, quite similar to the Jimmy experience, where they pursued this car for hours and hours upon end. But in this occasion, they did the right thing. But with Jimmy, police out, surrounded him, guns drawn, yet he still managed to get away. Will wonders ever cease? Amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Oh, I'm out of snow. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. No, no drinks for me, thanks. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.